Hi, this is Grace, Cavanaugh, EternalLightFoundation.com. So I just wanted to make a quick video about what it's like when you're going through something that some people would call an awakening these days, or spiritual awakening, or a life-altering experience. Basically, almost 10 years ago, I went through something like this, and I did not know what was going on at that time. I just thought I was having pretty profound psychic awarenesses kind of waking up within me. And what I find astonishing now is that there are so many people going through this at this time. There are so many people going through things that are, like I said, like a spiritual awakening. Some people are also would be considered going through a Kundalini awakening, and I actually now think that that's definitely one of the things that was going on with me, but I didn't know it at the time, and I really didn't have a lot of people to deal with on this. Like, I didn't have people to talk to. It was just not out there like the way that it is now. It's so awakenings is everywhere. Like there's movies, books, everything about it, and I'm so happy for that, because wow, I didn't go through something pretty radical for nothing. What I do now is I share with people how to get through that. I teach and offer workshops and actual mentorship, one-on-one guidance too, about how to move through that stuff, how to handle it when you're seeing people who've passed or having visions in broad daylight, and how do you reconcile that? How do you handle that? What do you do to maintain sort of having one foot in this world and one foot in that kind of different dimensional fields of consciousness? And guides and guardians are around us all the time. So if you're seeing angels and or hearing, feeling, sensing, knowing something else spiritually is going on with you, and or is making contact, or you're aware of, that can be pretty alarming. And it's just more so that it's hard to navigate. And I guess I feel that there are lots of books about that now, or people are talking about it more. I definitely been talking about it for about 5, 6, well, no, it's more than that. It's like at least 8, 9 years. So the thing is that there's lots of different kinds of tools, and everybody's situation is different, but I'm just going to give you one little pointer that really worked for me. And it may seem to some people like, oh my God, you're going to talk about that. Well, yeah, I'm going to talk about meditation for just a second, and it's not like it has to be a thing you do. I'm just going to bring it up to you that meditation is just stilling the outside. It's like coming out into nature and having a moment with what is alive and conscious, that is stiller and more quiet and more serene than what our regular monkey mind thinking is doing, and why we're always controlling and trying to figure things out and trying to make things happen, and overly focused on round and round kinds of thoughts about where we're at, what we're doing, what we're not doing, the wounds I have, all this stuff. And we do have to deal with all that, and I'm not saying you don't. But if you have psychic phenomenon happening, if you are having a connection that is to different realms and you just don't know what to do with that, one of the things you can do that is so helpful is meditate. It broadens that, and it helps to make sense of it. It quiets the crazy, which is, in my opinion, is the world, and it brings you back in tune with your true nature, with who you really are, with your heart, with your soul. The soul is who is guiding you, really. And so meditation, I went to it because I was having so much anxiety about being this way, about getting these downloads, about having visions during the day. I would have full-blown visions. I'm like, okay, I'm having psychic phenomenon. I'm like a medium here. What do I do with that? And it was pretty intense, and I didn't really have a lot of people to turn to with that. So I had a lot of anxiety. So what I did is I would meditate in the morning, and what I would do is nothing. You don't have to have a form, you don't have to have a thing, you just have to get quiet and still and listen to the inner beingness within you, within your heart, within your soul. Connect deeply within for a few minutes, even if it's building upon a few minutes every day. But if you can make that conscious connection, that really can assist you on the expansion that's trying to happen through you. The universe, the different realms realms of consciousness are trying to expand. Life is always expanding. So most of you know that I'm a channeler. That's like life is continually expanding through me. I have not stayed stagnant, although I offer and I do things in the world that looks like, oh, that's what she does. But I am continuing to grow and expand, and my consciousness is growing and expanding, and I'm going through it just the same as we all are. So I really just wanted to let you know that if you're going through that in any way, that you're not alone. I really thought I was alone for a really long time when I was going through this. It was really intense for me. And that was almost 10 years ago, and I know I'm not alone now. So in some ways, I went through it in a really interesting way. It's part of my story. It'll come out in bits and pieces and probably in a book. But I felt like I was going through it alone, and now I know that everything that I was going through was perfect, because now I get to lead people through that journey. I get to be a way shower. I hold my hand out and say, oh yes, I know I know what that's like. I've been there, and I've been there. Let me tell you, I have been there. So you're not alone. There's millions of people actually on this planet at this time totally waking up in different ways. It's happening so for some people slowly, over time. For some people, it's happening pretty radically and pretty fast. And if it is happening radical and fast for you, reach out for someone to kind of guide you, whether or not that's me or anything else, a practice, a way to keep yourself grounded, a way to root into the world that you are not crazy, that the spiritual realms are all around us and always have been. And you know, it's time to wake that up in all of us. So I'm here for that. And so I look forward to connecting with you. If you want to reach out to me, you can reach out to me in any way on Facebook, on Eternal Light Foundation on Facebook, Grace Cavanaugh on Facebook, and also gracecavanaugh.com or eternallightfoundation.com. And I hope it's a blessed day wherever you are, and know that so much more is here for us than what our eyes do see. Look forward to talking to you. Bye.